All right, it's 6:45 here on the Morning News. Tyler Orton for Business of Vancouver is with us. Good morning, Tyler.
Good morning, Steve.
We got some new numbers out this morning.
Yeah, I'd say it's a little bit of a good news, bad news situation when it comes to the GDP numbers that Stats Canada just posted. In the third quarter of this year, we had economy grow by 2.3%, which is good news following two consecutive quarters of declines to start off this year, which by a lot of definitions from different economists will qualify as a recession. So we're now out of that. But if we take a closer look at the numbers here, I'll show you why there maybe is a little bit of cause for concern. If we look at the September numbers, now September is the last month in the third quarter, the GDP actually declined by 0.5%. So we need to take a look at that and see what it's going to mean momentum-wise for the economy moving forward. And the big culprit here, again, is oil and gas. We saw declines of 5.5% in the month of September. And that's really what's caused the Bank of Canada, those declines in oil, to cut their benchmark rates twice so far this year. Tomorrow, the Bank of Canada is going to decide whether or not to maintain its current benchmark rate of 0.50%. Now, with that Q3 number coming in, that would look as if they're going to be set to maintain it. But that September number, where we actually saw declines in the economy, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in it. But I think most economists are expecting that we'll still maintain that benchmark rate that the Bank of Canada has right now, even despite that soft September number that we got this morning.
Okay. And also we have news about a security firm that's moving into a new building. Yeah,
Avigilon, they just completed the purchase of an old Telus building, and they're set to move in 2016. Now, back in February, the company, they do video surveillance and analytics. They're a tech startup. They announced that they put a $2 million deposit on Telus's former headquarters with plans to move in, or plans to complete the purchase by October. Now, CEO Alexander Fernandez, he tells BIV that they would have moved in earlier, but Telus still had to shift all its employees out as it was making space for their new headquarters, Telus Garden, over on Georgia Street. So at this point, the big question is, why would a tech startup be buying property as opposed to leasing the space, which is typical? Now, Fernandez, he says that they're actually getting a better financing rate by doing this method as opposed to just renting it outright. So it's interesting, but very typical for a tech company buying property, unless you're like a big, huge name like, say, Telus, for instance, which just opened up that $750 million new headquarters in downtown Vancouver.
Well, there you go. Interesting. We'll see how it works out for them.
Yeah.
Okay, Tyler, thank you very much. Good to talk to you. If you want more details from Tyler, BIV.com.